Welcome to this new video. I am the PC Collector and today I'm going to bring you a slightly different project than the ones I usually do here. Because this project is going to revolve around software rather than hardware, although it's also focused on a retro computer, more specifically this ThinkPad 390E. This laptop was the first that IBM did, which was intended to be serviceable by the user, and so the CD-ROM drive around here can be removed easily. It has hot swap, and it has also a compartment here which I suspect which is for the hard drive, although I haven't tested yet because well, this laptop is one I got on a bundle with an R32 for like 30 euro or something like that. So yeah, I don't really know how well this machine is going to work because I haven't really tested more than the cellular test, which proved that it works, but nothing else. I don't have any idea. This machine marked the transition to the classic ThinkPads to the more mature, modern ThinkPads that IBM produced on the late times, and which later Lenovo would continue producing. In fact, this very computer would be the basis of what later would become the E series, the E20 or E30 series, which share the same case, and it would also be very relevant and what's the word I'm looking for? Be influencing the. No, that's not the word. What's the word? This machine would also become the backbone for the T series, as they would be very similar as well, although the T series would present of the floppy drive, which you have seen here above the CD-ROM drive, and instead would use ultra bass hot swappable drives like other brands would be doing. This would be the last mainstream ThinkPad to have both CD-ROM drive and floppy drive. It's something that would only be seen again on the E series, which were intended to be workstation replacement, just like this one. In fact, you can see it because it also has those feet to raise the computer for a more comfortable use. But yeah. So, what I intend to do with this machine is to test one of those Linux distros which claim that can bring all the machines, all computers, to the day-to-day use. More specifically, I intend to test Q4OS, which is a distro which is specifically tuned for very old computers. It has two versions, as you can see here, one which uses plasma desktop, which they claim that it can work on any machine with 1 GHz CPU and 1 GB of RAM. And the second, which is the one interesting for this project, which uses their Trinity desktop, which they claim that it can work on any machine with a 350 MHz CPU and 256 megabytes of RAM. And this is where this machine enters on the fight. This machine is from the Pentium 2 era, is from 1999, and it has a 366 MHz Celeron CPU and needs up to 256 megabytes of RAM. It has 64 megabytes of RAM built in on the board, and it has 2 slots which allow to expand it to 256 megabytes of RAM. So from the tests I've done with it, I know for sure that the CMOS battery requires to be replaced, but I don't know pretty much anything else about the status of the machine, so you would be discovering at the same time as I do. So the first thing is locating the battery which I need to replace, which likely will be behind one of those covers. I think that this one is going to be the one for the memory. It matches if it is supposed to have 2 slots. So yeah. Effectively, it has the 2 slots here, and the slots are populated. Okay, let's check the capacities of the modules. 42 megabytes, now not even remotely close. So this one is going to have to be removed, and I suspect that the other one will be pretty much the same. If I intended to use this machine only with Windows 98, that would be more than enough, but I don't intend to use it only with Windows 98. Yeah, although I've said that I intend to use Q4OS, I'm also going to install Windows 98 because I want to have the option of a dual boot in case I ever need to do in case I ever need to do any kind of to run any kind of retro software. 64, I think this one is 64. Okay. Well, let's check this other cover and see if the if the battery is down there. If not, I'll have to look for the user manual and try to get where the... Oh, here's the battery. Oh, okay, that's a problem. That's a CR. It's a CR. Oh, CR 1225. I don't have any one of those. I don't think I have one of those. Okay, it's good. It's good that it's socketed, but I think I don't have any of those. And I think that this is a Wi-Fi card. No, it can be. It can be. It might be a modem. Well, it has a connector here. Yeah, it looks like a modem. Okay, it's a CR1220. I don't think I have one of those. I'm going to check. So I got my CR1220 battery, so time to replace the battery. I'm not sure how this is. Okay. Oh, come on, it can't be that hard. Oh, okay, you just have to pry it. So just slot it again. It's the cover back in place. And now the memories. I have this 66 megahertz, this 64 megabyte slot, which comes from another IBM machine, by the way. And I have this 128 megabyte module, which, to be honest, I don't know where it comes from. So that's in place. Let's put the cover back in. And now for the hard drive, I'm going to replace the mechanical one. for the usual case with an M2 drive, and in this case that drive will be of use since I plan to use a relatively modern OS on it. I'm actually not sure if the hard drive is here, but I've checked the rest of the yeah, here it is. It had to be by exclusion. Okay, so let me check it. It has a caddy. Okay, so I'll have to open the caddy like this. This. Now it doesn't exactly. Well, it's an awful travel star, not surprising anybody. 10 gigabytes is not that small. So okay, I have the case here. So I just have to remove the port and place it here. It fits nice. So now this here and this here. Okay. Okay, this like this is okay, like this. And now I place the connector again, and we have the drive replaced. Now just have to slot it back in position and screw it back. I'm not sure why those screws are designed to be screwed it in and out with a coin instead of a screwdriver. Maybe IBM thought that users weren't going to have even a screwdriver to do the job, and well, the machine is ready to start working with it. Well, it's time to see how this works. First of all, since I'm going to install 28 for the proof I want to do. I'm going to use a floppy, a boot floppy. I think it was F1. Okay, so no, why? No, it's not. This thing is supposed to have 64 megabytes of RAM. Okay, well, let's configure the BIOS. Two. Yes. Why it is only getting 196 megabytes of RAM? Well, I'm going to prepare the hard drive, and after I'll check the memory and see what happens. DRAM drive, it seems that I have used this before. Yeah, I have disk, one of two disks to make tests, and it's possible that this one is one of them, and that's why it seemingly has stuff on it. Yes. Yeah, it seems that I installed a Windows 98 at some point. Okay, this partition is of the size I actually want to use, so I'm going to exit and just format the drive. So yeah, my plan was that creating a 30 gigabyte partition for Windows 98 and leaving the rest of the disk for Q4OS. It's worth nothing that this laptop still has some reminiscences from the old ones, like the start button in the side, which is for using it on a dock, the physical write control, although it only works on the versions with DSTN screens. This one has a TFT, so doesn't work. And the physical control for the volume here on the right side. About the incorrect amount of RAM, there's two possibilities. One is that it doesn't admit modules bigger than 64 megabyte, which would be a problem because it would mean that I can't use this computer for all this, because I require 256 megabytes of RAM, or that this particular model doesn't has integrated onboard memory, in which case I'll need another 128 megabyte module. Okay, and it seems that it is the case, because it says 32 megabyte standard, 256 maximum. So yeah, it seems that indeed it doesn't has any kind of built-in memory. Oh, it's not a big deal. Okay, so just to be sure, I'm going to turn it off remove the modules and check if it boots. If it doesn't boot, is that it doesn't have any onboard memory. So I've removed the modules and I'm going to try to turn it on. And it does not power on. So it seems that indeed it doesn't have any onboard memory. So yeah. So I've placed a second 128 megabyte module, which I have borrowed from another laptop I have around. And now let's see if it detects the correct amount of RAM. So I don't know why I don't have the BIOS logo, but well, okay, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, nice. Now I have the correct memory. I'm going to check very quick. Well, since it doesn't show the logo, I'm going to disable and see if I can see the post. Yep, at least I have the system post. So let's see if this time I want CD-ROM, please. Well, it has finished installing. So now it seems that I'm going to need the drivers. I don't know why the screen is so blurry. Well, while I get the drivers for the rest of the machine, I'm going to get the USB drivers running. Okay, you haven't seen it, but the slabs which keeps the floppy front in place have broken, and it has fallen off. So yeah, we'll have to find a solution for this. Well, I have the drivers ready, so I don't know if you have heard it, because the volume is low, but it has worked. As you can see, we have sound, so nice. Well, everything works. That means it is the moment of doing what we are here to do, which is trying Q4OS.